5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey YouTubers and friends, how you doing out there tonight? Absolutely fabulous, I hope. I know I am too. I got a really good guest on tonight, a fellow YouTuber and gold prospector from way up in New England in Vermont. A really good guy, so don't go away. We'll be right back. All right. So, how you all doing? I see Patrick and Wendy, David, Bogan, and Mita, I hope. John, all the way from Scotland, joining us. And, of course, our guest and everybody else. Stream health is a little iffy right now, so like normal, bear with us. It will get back on the ball here before too long, I hope. I'll just wait to talk about my week while Jesse and Joseph's talking about their week. I'll bring them in here. Oh, let me find that Skype. Shrink myself down a little bit and bring my partner in crime into the conversation. How you doing tonight, Jesse?
Oh, better than I was last week.
Well, you're sounding a lot better. You're sounding
still a little under the weather, but better than I was last week.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're getting better, my friend.
It takes a while.
Yeah, that it does. Seems
course,
like the older you get, the longer it takes, too.
And, I'm still working on my kitchen, too.
Right.
Of course, we've had some changes made, but that's okay. That happens.
Oh, I see Jeremy came in and Gold Miser.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Who is that Gold Miser dude? Or maybe it's dude.
Joe you're the best friend. I don't know.
I don't either.
So many names.
I know.
I'm already terrible with names.
It's Steve A. Brown. Well, welcome aboard, Steve.
JB's
Night, I think this is his first night on the show. Welcome aboard.
Right.
Okay, it's not A. Brown.
Steve
it's just
A.
Brown.
Brown.
No, he corrected it. Brown.
Steve Brown.
He's not.
Okay.
Yes.
Busy tonight, guys. Well,
yep.
Tuesday night's always a busy night for me, John. Work and get ready for this and whatnot. I want to see some fishies playing at the tailings of your dredge. We'll have to talk about that sometime when we do a Across the Pond special. I want to have John as a guest, Jesse, for Across the Pond special. What do you think?
Oh, well, we'll have to set it up.
Yeah.
Make sure we're all be available.
Well, he's 5 hours ahead of us. You're retired.
Yeah, I know. I realize that. That's what I'm saying. We need to make sure we're all going to be available.
Oh, Gold Miser is a friend of Joe's from Vermont.
Cool.
Well, let's bring in Joe.
All right, bring him
Joesph. Joe, what do you prefer to be called, brother?
It doesn't matter. Greetings to all from the Green Mountain State of Vermont. How you doing?
Oh, Brother Joesph.
I'm doing absolutely fabulous and blessed.
Same here. Nice. So let's have some fun.
Oh, you bet, Joe. Boy, we always have a good time here at Tuesday Night A&M.
Oh, I know it.
Ed, at Gold Rush days, doing our demos, right?
Yeah.
Up until that point, I hadn't really used the Gold Claw that much.
Right.
But doing those demos, I really learned how to use it, and I continued to learn how to use it. And I'm really starting to like that pan a whole lot better for the speed of getting down to the black sands. I know a lot of people can swish, and they're down to the black sands. Well, I'm not like that, so But I'm liking the gold claw pan. I just I just seasoned my purple one. I'm gonna try that tomorrow.
Yeah, I've been looking at my blue one. It still has my scissors and my markers and stuff from Gold Rush days in it. You know my ex-wife on the way back to Mass. She was out visiting my oldest boy Joshua and his family, and my daughter Elise and her family. And she offered to bring my dad's roll top desk to me. It would have saved me like $1,500, $2,000 just in shipping. Now that isn't including crating. So, but saw a van in our driveway, and by the time I walked out to the front of Judy's driveway, it's long gone, and my dad's desk is sitting in front of the garage door on the concrete approach. We were about ready to go somewhere too, so I had to make room out in the shop for that. It's too big. I can't get it in the house. I can't get it in the basement. I can't get it in my shed. So it's in my garage connected to the shed right now.
Oh no.
But you need to see my shop, Joesph. It's, well, maybe not until after I clean it up a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Same here.
It's like you're going to, Judy calls me a hoarder, and I guess there's some truth to that. Because I'm always bringing home stuff. Well, I could use this somewhere. Ooh, I could use this on this. Oh, I need that for this project. I still don't have what I need to make it yet. And, you know, and being in construction, just as you know how things accumulate. So
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it looks like a bomb. Looks like a bomb went off in my shop right now.
Oh yeah, well that's how my garage is and my shop. Only clean part, and that's even looks like a bomb went off, and it is my little in the shed with Ed studio corner.
Little corners, right? We gotta squeeze past each other to get in there.
That's the best now.
Most everybody here knows about Ed and Jess. How about a little bit something about Brother Joesph?
Yeah, this is all about you.
Brother Joesph started gold prospecting about 6 years ago. 6 years ago, you know, like all of us, except for you, Ed, because I heard you on what was it last week's show. I wish there was YouTube when I started, but you know, I watched a bunch of videos. But the funny thing is you get out there on that river and you tend to forget everything, and you say, I think there might be some there. I think, no, there might be some there, and you test pan here, and you test pan there, and you find nothing. You get skunked. But, you know, the last couple of years, I've really, really been getting into it. I've really been getting into it, and I don't know, you just get to the point where you start to know how to read the rivers. You got great friends. You get part of a community like Gold Prospector Space with Tim G and all his wonderful people there, you, Ed, and Jess. You know, you just get it. You get into the community. Get into the community, and you can start learning things. You start learning a lot, and it's great. You listen to people, learn how to listen. You know, and I met a great geologist right here locally, and started learning stuff like, we got Pirate Dredger in the house. He's been running into that white clay. Well, that white clay is called kaolin clay, and when you find that white clay, you better be paying attention because you're into something good. So, you know, you just learn a lot. You learn a lot. I absolutely love prospecting. It's just great. It's a lot of hard work, but it's fun.
Is that guy you were talking to? You had a conversation on Facebook about that a while back. I was kind of involved in it a little bit. I was reading it anyways.
Joesph,
probably.
You're not on Facebook, though.
No, I'm not on Facebook.
Where was it? Maybe it had been GPS?
It could be, yeah. Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
You should have him on one of your episodes.
Who's that?
Your geologist friend up in Vermont.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool if I can get him.
Oh, he might be game.
Maybe.
I have a video from, oh gee whiz, when is it?
There's Thomas. I see Thomas in the house.
2010 or something, this guy Al, if you look back at some of my old videos or look on my wall in the shed, there's a USGS, U.S. Geological Survey ball cap I had and I wear sometimes. That was given to me by a hydrotechnician, something or other, geologist, a guy who measures water flow.
Oh, yeah.
And
hydrologist?
Hydrologist, that could be it.
There we go.
But he kind of explained to me on film and was really glad to do it, and about what he was doing and the equipment he was using and whatnot. And we were just chit-chatting away. I was shoveling in my sloughs and he came up and I started talking to him. And next thing I know, I had some footage of him doing his job and answering some questions, and I got a ball cap out of it.
Nice.
But do you go anywhere that you're able to dredge, like New Hampshire or Maine, or
I've been over. Yeah, I've been over to the Wild Dam in Noosuc. That's a very well-known place. The problem is that while I was there with Steve Brown in the chat room and Gail, they're together there. They're both in the chat room now. I've been over there, but the thing is about that place is it's so heavily worked. It's just so heavily worked. And, I haven't done any dredging. I'm just dying to get a dredge, dying to do. Of course, you know that because I shouted out to you on one of my videos. Ed, bring your dredge here.
I wish.
I'm getting into some stuff that's just amazing. And if I had a dredge, I could do some business. I'll tell you.
Here's an idea. Check this out. The issue is motorized equipment pumping your water and stuff, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, now YouTube search gravity dredging.
Yeah, I've looked into that. I've been thinking about that actually.
And back in Vermont, it's a lot like Washington. You have the head height to be able to create the suction, and unlike here at a lot of our streams, we could never get the heads. We'd have to be so far away from our diggings to get the pressure we need, to do any gravity dredging. Unless we'd
almost have to
be at
the creek to go all through that one pipe. All
right.
For really gravity dredging. So that would be fun.
There's an idea, and obviously you thought of it, though.
You haven't?
Who has?
There was a video I watched probably about 4 years ago. I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, and this guy bought this 100-foot section of tubing. It was probably 5-inch, and that's where I learned about it. So yeah, I've actually considered it, but getting that down there, and I mean, I'd have to try to find a place to stash it and hope nobody stole it on me because I wouldn't want to lug it in and out every time.
Yeah, that's a lot of hose.
Yeah, it is. But there's plenty of drop.
Every idea has a drawback, don't it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Well, at least until you figure that one out, then you'll have another drawback, and you figure that one out, then you'll find something else.
Yeah. Quite often I have to take 2 trips down, like that video I just put together. You got to take 2-3 trips, getting all your gear down in there and so on and so forth. But it's really worth it. It's really worth it. I absolutely love gold prospecting. It's very rewarding and very soothing to be by that river and just hear that sound and see all the birds and the bugs and the spiders. Hallelujah.
Therapeutic to no end.
Yes, it is.
Very therapeutic.
Yes.
Get kind of back into nature. Enjoy your Sabbath day or whatnot on the river.
Right.
Maybe perhaps find a little color.
Yes.
Well, that's always a bonus.
Yep. Well, so far I haven't been skunked where I work. Lately I've been getting less because where I'm working, there's an old riverbed there. Back in the 70s, that was the main riverbed. But now where the river comes down, they've shut that old riverbed off for flood reasons. And now it comes down another way. So I'm into this bedrock. That's where I was working, Jess, where you saw that video. It's right at the base of that old riverbed. And that bedrock.
I know, I'm watching you pull them rocks out of there. I'm going, why hasn't he got a dredge in there?
I know, yeah. I wish I could. I wish I could. But,
it's like it's.
So you're not allowed any motorized equipment?
No, not at all.
What about battery operated?
I don't know. I think I know where you're going with that little dredge
you got
thing
the tool for you there.
Yeah.
Silence is golden.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, I love my ghost snare. My 1 inch, my 2 inch, I like better, but my 1 inch is great too because you can get down into spots that it reaches deeper.
Yeah. So, yeah, and you can take that right underwater, correct?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it.
See, that would work for what I was working on in that video, but there's another trap. I'm up to 6 traps in this one location. There's 6 traps in this one area. It's just blowing me away, the bedrock formation. But this one trap, the one I did last year, the pan that I got, I used my suction hand dredge, reached down in there, pulled rocks out, go down, suck some more out, reach down, pull rocks out of there. This hole, I never found the bottom of it, guys. I never found the bottom of it. I think it's an entrance to the abyss or something. I don't know. But anyway, I did about, what was it, 3/4 of a 5-gallon bucket of material I pulled out of there. I used my Pyramid Pro pan, panned it down, and the pan that I had was absolutely phenomenal. I dream of having another pan like it or better. It was just great. Absolutely great.
You will.
Yeah, I guess the idea for you would be to get that material out of there, then process it later.
Yeah, I was planning on Gold Miser and Gale, Steve and Gale. They were down this year, and we were going to clean that out. But then I kept finding these other traps, so I've been working on those. I never got that other one again.
Squirrel.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to go here, but squirrel.
That's funny right there. That's funny.
Oh, we do that all the time, dude. Let me tell you. Okay, Ed, we're going to do this, this, and this today. We're going to get down there. We're going to take care of this and do this. We get down there, and we're doing everything but that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's fun. We're having fun.
It seems like nothing ever goes as planned, but we always have a good time.
Absolutely.
Right. And end up in fine company. So, hey.
Yeah, it's amazing the people you can meet out there, and it's just great. It's great.
Oh yeah, like we were talking earlier, how throughout the country most people are the same. They're different because of the region, but they're pretty much the same. With this group of people, prospectors and treasure hunters, it's like a whole different breed. I mean, there's very few bad people out there. Not that there isn't any, but very few of them, And that's what I like. I like the fact that most of the people that I meet doing this are really nice people, help you out, just do whatever for you. And that's always, I've always thought that was great. Even on GPS, we've had some of the members fall onto hard times, and they made mention it on GPS. And next thing you know, the whole group is helping.
Yeah.
So it is quite the community.
It definitely is.
Well, we're all brothers and sisters. That's just it. We're all brothers and sisters.
That we are. Just like I was saying to you the other day. We are all brothers and sisters.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've got there's this one guy that comes down. We've got two bad eggs. One I have yet to find on the river, and I'd really like to find this guy or whoever. But the other one we call Garbage Man because he throws his cigarette butts and just he leaves trash laying around, and but he hasn't been there for a while, so I'm glad about that. But yeah,
that's not good.
No.
You know, and here's the thing. You get somebody seeing that, someone that's not a prospector, just an outsider looking in, and they see that one person trashing the place. Now we all do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when in reality, we're actually quite opposite of that.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
Are very environmentalist. You know, we're about keeping the lands clean and you know, but we won't go into politics.
Yeah, there you go. Because
that's where I was heading. We don't want to do that.
Well, I wish fishermen would get more of a bad rap, but what I like about the Buckeye chapter, Joesph, is we're really fairly tight with the Mohican Fly Fishing Association, and you could ask Jesse about it. They come to Gold Rush, they fish our areas. I have a picture where I'm running my high banker, and there's a guy catching a nice, it probably was 12-inch long brown trout right behind me. Boom. And geez, but yeah, there's an
but that's, you know, that's what it takes is for, and I don't know how many other chapters do that, but this fly fishing group has permission from the Buckeye chapter to come in and use that area because it is a leased property. So it's, you know, basically it's private, but they're allowed to come in. We let them come in. Hey, yeah, come fish. It's only good for us. You know, these people can't ever go out and say, dredgers tear up the fishing, you know, and they know it's not true.
Right. They actually know we help the fish, and how they've even asked some of us to leave dredge holes because it's such shallow streams and it gets so warm. Trout need very cool and clean water, so they can duck out and get into cooler water. Plus, you know, where fish like hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a plus in a way. Plus, they comment all the time how beautiful our section of the Clear Fork is, how well cleaned it is. And I know Jesse, myself, the Wandering Buffaloes, and so many other prospectors that pack out so much junk from the waterways. I have a nasty habit of smoking. I've tried vaping, but didn't help. It's a nasty vice. Thank God I was able to quit all my other ones, but I field truss and stick them in my pocket.
Yep.
You know, it's gotta keep it clean. Like Weyerhaeuser out west, I'm sure Weyerhaeuser and lumber companies own a lot of property in Vermont like they do in Maine. And if people trash their property so much, they'll stop prospecting, they'll stop hunting and ATV and all outdoor use on their property.
Yeah.
They'll just close it down.
Well, I could go there, but I'm not going to because, like Jess said, we're not going to get into politics.
Right. Well, we try.
Joesph, since you can't use dredges and stuff, what are you just pan or can you use river sluices or stream sluices and stuff?
Yes, we can. Now,
Yeah.
it's a funny situation here. You've got DEC, Department of Environmental Control. Now, here we go. We're getting into politics. You asked the question. I got to
Yeah.
Well,
it doesn't-
well,
it doesn't have to be political.
unfortunately, we want to be a gold show and stuff, but unfortunately, in our lifestyle, you get aware of a lot of political stuff, and if we don't pay attention to politics, the politics rule over us instead of
That's
us being
Yeah,
the masters. So we do have to
So
be
you got
aware.
you
of
got
that.
all these regulations that you can't use motorized equipment. You can use sluices and pans. Can you shovel in the creek?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you're not totally restricted like some places.
No,
I mean,
no,
there-
I'll tell you a little story. Last year, this is what caused me to join the GPAA. A friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, a brother. He's a great guy. He's a wounded veteran. His name's Kelly. He came down last year, prospected with me, and he had his sluice in the water. And the game warden showed up, and he says, "Do you have a permit for that? Do you have permission from the property owner?" And of course, because he's from New York, see, the game wardens don't come down and bug us because we're from Vermont. But they came down and they popped him. It took DEC 3 months to do anything about it. He ended up calling them and asking, what's the deal? Oh, well, we're going to put it in the mail. Another 2 months later, they finally send a fine. They fined him $150 for no permission from the landowner and $150 for operating a sluice without a permit. So then they said to him, but don't worry about it because we handle it in-house now. We don't go to court. Ding, red flag goes up. I said, wait a minute here. What about due process? Something's not right. So I started looking into it. I got involved with the GPAA. I contacted the head editor. I think his name's Brad. I can't remember. Contacted him. He put me in touch with Shannon Poe, as everybody knows, the founder and president of AMRA. I spoke with Shannon, and even he said, something's not right. Something's not right. So then Gold Miser, my brother, in the chat room here, he put me in contact with a lobbyist here in Vermont who was the go-between between myself and the head guy who came up with the dredge ban. And he said, and I have this in my backpack, we don't care if you dredge we don't care if you sluice in Vermont. You can sluice anywhere in Vermont. We just don't want you motorized dredging. So right there, that tells me that DEC has monetized on this. They took it upon themselves to monetize on this.
I figure they got a guy from out of state. He ain't gonna fight it. He's just gonna pay the fine and move along. Yeah, we know it happens everywhere.
Yep.
You know, Leo out west, they do the same thing. We have authority. Yeah, but you don't.
Yep. Unreal.
Well, they take more and more the more people let them until they become tyrannical. So, so it's time for us to start pushing back.
That's right.
Revolution! No.
Come on, don't say that on here. I don't want YouTube to pull my monetization.
They're YouTube. Oh no, they're talking about revolution.
No, this is now unfriendly advertising material. I won't make my half cent.
You do money. So what you got going in the future here, Brother Joesph?
Well, I've got something in the works right now that is it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I'm trying to get a patent on a piece of equipment that I've invented. Well, I can't say I totally invented it. It is along the lines of the bazooka gold trap. However, it has a key feature on it that is absolutely going to revolutionize and blow this thing out of the water. It's just really going to be great. I had a patent search done. I've spoke to a patent attorney. I had a consultation with a patent attorney. I've done all kinds of research. I got the green light with the patent search. There's nothing else like it on the market. And so now it's just a matter of funding, and doesn't that always seem to be the thing that stops us?
That's the hard part.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But
But it's not
a picture of that.
What funding? It's green, called money.
yeah, money.
No, not a picture of that. A picture of his sluice.
Well, it's not the same one. It's along the lines of what everybody will see if Ed can pull it up. But this one that you'll see does not have the key feature on it. There you go.
Okay.
That one I created and was hoping to get a patent on it. I call it the Big Mouth, and I can no longer sell any of them. So that one's just sitting here waiting for somebody's name.
Ed Marvin.
So you said you were starting a GoFundMe?
Yes. Yes, I've got a GoFundMe. I've got that.
Where do you find that at?
That is Ed.
You can go to his channel. Here,
Yep.
I have a link to Joesph's channel in the description below, and you can head over there and click on it. I could show you where, even if you go over to the links on the right side. The very far one to the right is the GoFundMe link.
Yes, right up on the banner.
All right. Yeah, GoFundMe and your prayer conference and Pennies for Dreams and
yep, that would
Google
be Mary's.
Plus. So.
Yep.
Very interesting.
And while you're at it, click on the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already, and remember to hit the bell so you can be notified of all the cool videos Brother Joesph puts up.
When I get a chance.
And or don't delete them all. But,
yeah, my video footage.
So I'm sorry, I should have let that slip on live television. Or live entertainment.
That's all right.
We all do something stupid like that, believe me. Like not turning on your mic for 30 minutes of videoing.
All that really good footage, too.
Yeah, it would have been really good footage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Live and learn.
That's right. Live and learn. Live and learn. But so you're gonna eventually get to the point where you mass produce these, you're hoping?
That's my goal. That's my goal.
What's the dollar amount?
Well, the one you see on screen was actually selling for $300. But I'm going to try to, because I was buying all the plexiglass at Home Depot, and it's a lot more expensive. The rails that hold the sides, that's more expensive. So I'm finding avenues and outlets where I can buy the material cheaper. And I know a gentleman who owns a glass and lock company. I knew him when I was a child. We'll just leave it at that. But he said he'd give me a good deal. He was a friend of my mother's, so he said he'd give me a good deal, and we'll see what we can do.
$300, that ain't bad for a really big box, you know. The bazooka's miner's about almost it's what, $3.99 or $3.59, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That one there is 3 feet long that you see on screen.
Boy, it looks longer than that. How heavy is it? Well, you said that one's made out of plexiglass, right?
Yep.
That's not what your final product's going to be.
It'll look something like that.
No, I mean made out of plexiglass.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe.
Really?
I'd like to keep it that way. I mean, because people, you like to see what's going on. When you run this thing, setting it up at the right pitch, And in the river, of course, you can see your V on your skid plate, so you know you've got it set up good that way. But in the trap itself, when you've got a unit that you cannot see inside the trap, you don't know what's going on. With this thing, you can get your pitch just right. What I do is I put it in the river, and then I'll take a couple shovelfuls and I'll throw them on the skid plate and see what it's doing. And if all the material seems to be kind of washing, not all the material, but a lot of the material, if you've got it at too much of a pitch, with the trap side down too deep, then you're going to lose more material. But then you just pick that trap end up out of the water a little bit, prop it up, and you're good to go. I mean, you can watch that material just bubbling in there, and it's just great. It's great.
I mean, who doesn't like to watch, your ripples exchanging there and watching the material bouncing around, or even the Gold Hog mat, the Dream mat. Like, I love watching the material just bouncing around and everything. So that would be cool to be able to watch the fluid bed system working too. Like, I'd like to be able to watch inside my my gold snare, but I can't.
Yeah. And the other plus about it too is, I mean, I'm noticing with this, no matter how I set the tubes at what distance above the bottom of the trap itself, little pebbles are getting underneath those tubes. So with this, you know when they're there. But with the other ones on the market, you don't. So if one tube, even one hole in one tube is plugged, that changes everything.
Well, now I want to build a clear one. Doggone it. Well, actually, we'll have to work out a deal.
Yeah.
But because I really like the 2 fluid beds boxes I made, and like yours. Well, it is a bazooka base, I looked at a bunch, and I looked at the bazooka, and I did things my way though on it, and I like the way it works. But the only way I could see it working in the box, in the trap, is after I videotaped it and gone home and looked at it on my computer and say, oh, there it is. Where I could see how yours, you could see it right now, boom, have that instant gratification of like, yeah, it's working. But even what size holes are your holes in the tubing in the trap itself? So
I think I went with one size down from 1/4 inch, and the tubing is bigger than the others. It's I think a 1 inch outside diameter, so it's pretty good. It gets cranking. It likes that pressure.
Okay, I have 5/16 holes in mine, same diameter pipe though. One in my big one, I have 3 pipes going into the trap. In my smaller one, I have 2. But okay, you were talking about if the holes get plugged. Which holes that? The main feed tubes? Like if a leaf gets stuck on them?
No. Inside the trap itself, on the bottom of the tubes.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've had that trouble yet. I did have a leaf and some leaves get inside the water scoop part and clog the whole pipe though. Poop.
Yeah.
That's a real pain.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I want to put some kind of screen there. Like, I was thinking about using, I think Sleuth Lee's buddy, I had it on his, or might have been Indie Me for You, Indie Me 2, Jerry's buddy, Astro Bouncer. He put some kind of screen on that bottom part so no bigger material like leaves would get in it, but I can see the downfall there too.
Mr. Goldmiser there just posted out here that your gold trap is actually removable out of the box.
No.
It's a removable gold trap. Beast you can take out of the trap and leave the base in the river stream. Maybe that's what he wants.
Yeah, that's what he's hoping
okay.
for.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, someone asked me to do that to my box, but the way it's shaped, you can't. I'd have to have a totally square front so I could make it like a box you slide out. Mine's at an angle like a trapezoid, so no way could you ever pull out a box. But I wish you would have sent me some better clothes, or those are good pictures you sent me, Joesph, but wish they were a little closer, but I understand right now in your phase of things you don't want to give away too many details. So,
yeah, that's true.
But that looks really cool to me.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Of course you do. You made it.
Yeah, and that one there.
all you guys that invent stuff are like that. Oh, mine's the best. I love mine. Yeah. And I go, yeah, me too.
Yeah, but there's a few people now that have them, and they just absolutely love it.
You know, like we were saying before, anything that makes my job easier.
Yep, that's right.
Is what I'm into. Anything that's going to make my job less strenuous, and it's about getting as much done with as little effort with a large reward.
Yes, large rewards. That's what we want right there. The gold, the AU, the cheddar. We got to find the cheddar.
The
Yes, sir.
shiny, the precious. And okay, I'm going to ask the question everybody gets asked. How much gold have you found?
Well, between last year and this year, I have found probably a little tiny bit over a ½ ounce. You don't find a lot here, but you do get into those nice pockets like the one we were discussing earlier, and that's what I try to find. I try to find those bedrock traps in key locations, of course. And but yeah, I mean, you find the gold, but the gold here is pretty darn pure. Of course, it varies, but it's pretty pure.
Nice.
So you have is your gold a glacial gold?
Yes, it is. Yes, okay. It is.
Well, you have hard rock gold mines up there too, though, don't you? You have a lot of granite sure and quartz and other stuff up there.
Yep.
So you have two sources, unlike here in Ohio and Indiana. You do have a lode source and glacial deposits.
Yeah. Yeah, there's right where I work is at the base of a glacier, and there's a pit right up in there. And boy, I think of Dennis, how he goes into the pit there, and I've been just dying to get up in there because I know. And even this geologist we were discussing earlier, when I said I know there's, he said, yeah, I know there is too. And I've just been wanting to get permission to get up in there, but the owner is not a very nice guy at all, and he could care less about people, so I haven't even asked.
Right, that makes it a little hard.
Yeah.
But the thing you need to do before you even ask is make sure you get MSHA certified, because that'll be his first. That'll be his first reason for not letting you on.
Right, liability issues with MSHA, right. He can't get fined and stuff. It tends to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you could go up to him and say, "Hey, can I do this? I'm MSHA certified. Here's my card. Shows you that I'm taking the course." That will probably, take you a little bit further than just walking up. Hey, dude, can I dig in your dirt?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that might be a way to approach that, even though he's not a a fun person to be around or likes people, you might be able to you know, show them that you're serious and something you'd like to do, and then hell, give them a little bit of gold the first time you find it.
That's right. That's right. I have an uncle who, see, the pit is leased right now to another company, and this other company my uncle used to work for, and I thought, maybe I can get in that way, because he drives for CAT, which is a big truck that goes around and fixes heavy equipment. And he's always in and out of there. Well, come to find out it's not him, because he no longer sees eye to eye with the company. I guess they were mad that he left and so on and so forth. But his advice was just sneak up in there and do what you got to do. Well, yeah, I don't want to do that, you
don't want to do guerrilla tactics.
No. I mean, I could, but no.
Well,
no.
Can't we all?
Yes.
There's other ways, so.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to, Buffy? Who can't you hear?
Which one's too low?
Well, he's Buffy 25. Can you speak up, please? But I don't know who he's talking to. Turn your volume up on yours.
Oh, I can go loud.
No, you're fine. I hear you real well. Maybe he needs to turn his volume up. Turn your volume up.
That could be.
Let's go there first.
The only problem is if I turn up any more, then you're going to hear every little creak and crack in this house.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how much I have on my end though. I do have a program that takes out background noise. So, but if I take that, you'll hear my wife's TV and hear her talking to the dogs. And
yeah. Well, you need to send me a link to that
he's
program.
Good now. He's good now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't do anything.
Thank you. We don't want anyone to miss anything. And welcome to the show, Buffy25. Another new name. Are you from New England?
So another one of your friends?
No, I don't recognize.
I don't know. But welcome anyways.
Yeah.
I did send an email out and put a quick video up on the channel letting everybody know. Of course, it was last second thought. I got it posted on YouTube at exactly, 7:24. Come on, save. Come on. But I got it on there, and I sent an email out to everybody on my list.
I think, Ed, you need to write that down when you talk to your guests, when you get down to promote themselves.
Oh, yeah. True.
They don't think about it, obviously.
Right until the last moment.
No, I was promoting you. I was promoting you guys. I'm like, be sure to subscribe when you get there.
Yeah, no, you got to promote yourself. Because if you promote yourself, you bring new people into our YouTube video.
Yeah.
So
come join me live on Tuesday Night Hangout, blah, 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 with Ed and Jess, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. While you're there.
Normally, I would have thought of that long before now, but with everything that's been going on, it just completely slipped my mind.
I believe it. I wasn't even working on the credits and stuff till we were talking earlier.
We know about
Joesph.
slipped minds.
Yeah. Well, Josh, you just said earlier before we went live that you're 190 something, the Crypt Keeper or something like that.
67.
Yeah, but that ain't what you said. Yeah,
167.
Yeah. Okay. The Crypt Keeper.
But I'm not dead.
Like in the intro, I might be old, but I'm not dead. I see we have a few YouTubers in the house. We have Chris Dyer here. Jeez, John. Yeah, Dyer Gold Prospecting. And John Shaw. Excellent. Bob's here. Bob's Bob dredges in Maine. He's
Bob's in the house. Where's he? Oh,
yeah,
that's right. Down east. Okay.
Down
now
east detecting and prospecting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Greetings, Bob.
He needs to get you at the end of his 4-inch. Man.
Yeah, I'd like to get up there. He and I have actually talked about that. Maybe sometime linking up. I'd like to go up there. I'd actually like to check out Coos Canyon up there. That's where I'd like to go.
Now, Bob, does Sugar River have any gold in her? Or is that just a ski slope in Maine? Never mind. I used to do a lot of snowboarding and skiing when Judy and I had our Action Sporting Goods store.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we have. I did that when I was a kid. We've got the pretty well known around the nation Killington Mountain Ski Resort. That's a nice place.
Oh yeah, it is. Beautiful mountain.
Yep.
Killington.
Yeah, that's right. You've been there.
Then you have Stowe's up there.
Yep, Stowe. Pico's right around the corner. Killington actually bought Pico Mountain a few years back, so it's connected now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, now it's so doggone expensive. I was getting discounts and stuff when we had our store in our local hill. I'm not going to call Mad River Mountain a mountain. Mad River Hill. it has a vertical drop of like 350, something like that. The first time there, Judy's like, "There's our mountain." I laugh at her. I'm like, "That ain't a mountain." Their double diamonds were like some intermediate runs I've been on.
Yes.
But yeah. A beautiful area of Vermont. Beautiful.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Don't you?
Well,
what's that big lake on Vermont?
Places I've never been is up that far north.
New England. New England's beautiful. A lot of history there. England.
I've been. Well, Schenectady, New York, I guess. About as far north as I've been.
Okay, no, if you get up past Mass, because Mass, I'll say it, I was married to one. I hope my son Ian's not becoming one. And everybody in like all the natives in York Beach, Maine and stuff, I've driven with them and drove around them and lived with them, and so I think I can say that. Get through Massachusetts. Love the state, but there's a lot of massholes there.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Just gotta stay away from them.
Don't you have like a Loch Ness monster dude and Champ in Lake Champlain?
Yes, we do. Yeah, it's called Champ. Yeah, there's something there. I've never seen it myself, but I've heard a lot of stories firsthand from people who have.
I was watching a thing on Netflix about, it was a Canadian program, a bunch of different lakes with like these sea serpent type things in them and stuff. They're Loch Ness monsters and whatnot. You know, you never know.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine who, well, my dad dated his mother when we were kids. His name was Dave, and he was a big time hunter, bow hunter, you know, everything he could do, he'd go out and hunt. And he was a big fisherman, and he was at this little tiny pond. I mean, it's a puddle. You could throw a rock across this thing. I don't even know why they call it a pond, but he caught this, and I saw it. This prehistoric fish. I mean, this thing was ugly. Never seen anything like it. Well, he freaked out when he pulled it up out of the water. He ended up beating it to death. So he brought it to the forestry department or somewhere, and they gave him a real hard time for killing it. And they took it, and it was found to be prehistoric. How did it get in this little tiny pond? That just blows me away.
Radiation.
Yeah.
Radiation. It's amazing how creation works, you know. So,
Not creation, radiation.
radiation.
With dumping garbage in there.
Yeah. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So, I have another question for you. What's your scariest time you've had while prospecting? By any chance, was it when you were using your hillbilly hookah?
No, not at all. Last year, I dug this hole out probably about 10 feet above where you see me in that video that I just posted this morning. And there was some pretty good sized boulders. I got down, I was really deep. I mean, with this what do you want to call it, sluice that I use, you can really run a lot of material and get down deep. So I always try to get to bedrock, of course, like most of us. But there was these big boulders, like 3 boulders on the embankment that I really was keeping my eye on, and they seemed to be really secure. Well, 2 of them came down and just about pinned me in. I had a quick reaction and moved quick, and boy, I'll tell you what, I felt it brush my leg. If they had got me, boy, that would not have been good. That would not have been good.
No,
So
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, you really. That's one of the reasons why Ed and I push going out with other people, not by yourself. I know you can't always have someone go out, you know.
yeah,
And you got to get out there. But just for safety reasons, you know, it's always good to have someone with you.
that's right.
And
If they're not doing anything, at least they can be there.
And speaking of safety, especially out prospecting out west, I used to do it a lot by myself. And I was watching this Aussie guy's video, Adventure Gold. I forget the bloke's name from down under, but he brought up a really good point, and I always used to do it. I would let someone know exactly where I was going to be and what time they should expect me back. So if I wasn't back, you know, in an unreasonable amount of time, that they would have a general area to go search, hopefully for rescue and not a body recovery. So
Yeah.
Now,
So you mentioned the hillbilly hookah, and now everybody's going.
yeah,
Hillbilly hookah.
Terry's
Yeah,
Better explain
I
it.
see that. Dan, Terry and Dan.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you can go to the YouTube channel, the newest video that I put up nearing the end of the 2017 season or something. I can't remember what I named it, but it was just posted today. It's a Van Gogh full face mask, and I've got I took the snout thing off from it, and I put some tubing on it, and I made sure it was good and tight. And it goes up. There's about 3 feet of hose on it because you don't want too much hose. That's not going to be good. And it goes up to a inner tube to a lawn tractor, which is the tube itself is duct taped to it, so it's not going anywhere. And I set the tube. You can either float it in water and tie it off on either side on the shore like you would a dredge, or you can put it on shore and put a rock in it so it's not going anywhere. And it does. It works good. But there was a point, I think at 6 minutes into this video. Have you ever laughed underwater, either one of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did, because the tube was making this "ooh" noise, and I couldn't help it. I started laughing underwater.
Now, when you breathe, do you only inhale from the hose and like exhale out your nose and out the mask, or what?
Yeah, I mean, it all goes out. I can breathe through my nose or my mouth with that mask on.
Oh, okay. So it has a good exhaust on the mask, so
Yes,
you're not
yeah.
just eventually
It's a full face
breathing.
mask.
Well, I got that, yeah. So I just like a regular snorkel. I don't have a full face mask. I just have the old school. And if I had a long tube to my mask, and if I didn't let it out my nose and or out besides going all the way up the thing, if you take too shallow of breath, you're gonna end up getting dizzy.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you like those full face masks?
I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. It's much better than using a snorkel and goggles. You can see more. You can, I don't know. It's just it's more versatile. I think you can just really get into what you're doing and not have any hindrances. I love it.
Cool.
I mean, eventually I want to get a hookah, an actual hookah. I thought about building one, but I've had a few people, I think even you yourself were one of them, said, you can't, it's not exactly a good idea. But so eventually I want to get a hookah system. That's my
Yeah, that's
goal.
probably one of those things that you're probably better off buying manufactured.
Yes, absolutely.
Trying to make it yourself.
Yeah.
It's a lot more involved than just pumping air into you.
Yeah,
You
well,
got
I mean,
the
you've got compressors. They have oil in them. That's a big thing. Plus the tubing. The tubing itself is vital. So, yeah, you're better off.
You need an oilless compressor for it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Keen Manufacturing makes an electric one, so that has its own little like inner tube float and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, pool cleaners use them. In fact, if you're
wow.
going to get one of those, go to a pool shop. They're cheaper than going to a prospecting store to pick one up.
Definitely.
It'd be cheaper to go to a pool shop.
Huh? And is it called a hookah?
Yeah, it's a electric hookah. You can buy them single or double.
Huh. That's what I would be looking for, actually, is the electric one. I wouldn't, motorized. State of Vermont would come along and say, you can't do that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I thought about that when you said that. Well, that's going to involve a motor.
Yeah, no, I've looked into them. There's also the electric ones. So.
Right.
But they're not cheap.
They're not. No, they're not at all.
Even those electric ones are pretty. They're I think I looked at them. They're about $200-300 somewhere in there.
That's
maybe
fairly
somewhere around there. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
But still, better to buy one than to try to build one.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, Goldmeister says 110. There you go.
Yeah, I wish.
that sounds really cheap.
Yeah, no, they're up in the, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 range.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, they're expensive.
Little pool shop, please.
Yeah, I'll have to check into that.
That's right, Dan. I brought that up. That Keen has the electric one. Dan Zoller was just saying Keen makes a 12-volt compressor on a float tube. Battery's expensive and heavy, true. But when you can't use a pump setup like you have on your dredge, John, or I have on my one pump station,
Oh, 110 volts, not 100.
Yeah, that's what I.
110 volts. Oh.
Darn it, I thought you were prophesying.
Oh! So, where's the total farthest in your 6 years of prospecting besides New Hampshire have you gone?
Where else? That's pretty much it, right around here. I did some, tried to do some prospecting up in the Northeast Kingdom, but you got to be pretty much in the center of the state, so there's no real gold up near my mom's place. But yeah, there's where one of the lode mines was. Did some prospecting over in there. What is that?
Hold on a second. Doggone her.
Vacuuming.
Rudy's vacuuming.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
what once was the Rook's Mine, and that's in a river called the not the Brook, but Buffalo Brook. That's a nice spot up there. There's some nice gold up in there. Been up in there. Been in Broad Brook. Been in different places, but pretty much right around here.
Well, Ed and I, we were just out in North Carolina and southern part of the country, doing some prospecting with the OSBA, and it was fun going down to like Thermal City and Main Mountain and the Loud Mine. It was fun, but honestly, I miss being in Ohio.
Yeah.
I miss being up here. I realized that.
Well, it did make us appreciate what we do find here a lot more,
Yeah, it did. It absolutely did. Not that they don't have good gold down there. It was just, I come here and I know I'm going to find something, around here. Well, not around my house, but in Ohio.
Yeah.
Well, you found your first gold not far from your house, so your first
True.
wild gold.
My first wild gold. I found my very first piece of wild gold that gave me the fever in the Maumee River.
Yeah, probably down by Yankees' neck of the woods.
Actually, well, he hangs around that area too, Sidecut Park.
So, yeah.
And I haven't been back. And I haven't been back to try anymore. I don't know why.
Well, we went that one day, but the river was so high, remember, and we couldn't work nothing.
Well, we should have gone out to that island.
Yeah, but we still probably would have had a hard time working anything. If I remember right, the water was pretty high, wasn't it?
It was it wasn't too bad, but I think the spot we picked wasn't very good. That's all. I mean, because we didn't even find a lot of lead there.
Well, look where we were hunting. The water was high and we were way up high. Now, if we got down in the gut of the river and be able to work those rapids from the bedrock more, like you were talking to me about more, where was that? Weir Rapids or something?
Weir Rapids, right.
Yeah.
Am I able to post a link in the chat room?
I believe I made it so you're able to, if it don't let you, let me know. Send it to my email.
Yeah.
And then I'll...
Terry wants to see the video of this.
Terry, you should subscribe and get notifications.
Terry is a subscriber.
No, I mean to Joesph.
Yes. He should go over to... Yeah, I agree.
But he won't get a notification because I've already posted it. So
right.
Let's see, here we go.
Well, for future reference.
Yes, for future reference, subscribe. Yeah, that'll work. Oops, remove any web addresses and try again. Edit and try again.
Right. Okay.
So it's not. All right, I'll send you the link.
I didn't want spammers. So
yeah.
And it won't let me get to it now, so I'll bring up my email, because I believe it will allow me to put a URL in there. Maybe Jesse too, since Jesse or Jurin. Oh, and our buddy Dano the Mano isn't with us tonight because he's over at Dick Goldsmith picking up.
Well, Dick was here.
Well, he might have been on, but Dick Goldsmith's about an hour and a half from Dano's. That's a 3-hour drive. He had to go up there and pick up a trailer for the hog roast at the Norris. So yeah, he sent me a text saying, "Oh man, I forgot." I sent him a text. "Are you ready for tonight?"
Well, Joesph, your YouTube channel, what is it, Brother Joesph?
No,
it's within his presence.
Oh, within his presence. Okay.
I have a link to the channel in the description, Terry. Down in the description, there's a link to Joseph's channel. I'm not seeing an email. Oh, there it is. And that's to the video, correct?
Yeah, it is.
All right. Take that down. Get to my chat. Oh, these windows up. There it is. So go to that after the show, Terry, and there you go, buddy.
Dano's on his way home.
There's Dick right there. How you doing, Dick? Oh, man.
And he is.
I just clicked on that link, Joesph, and it went there in my chat window. So I have to pull up a new chat window.
Oh, jeez.
They've changed things. Yahoo has changed stuff in the live chat control center.
All right. I just clicked on it, went right to the video.
That's you.
Right to where I
But
left off.
I had a pop-up video. I had a pop-up window for the chat room, Jesse, and it went to it in that window. And so I have to close that down and get my chat back, because right now I have no chat except for what I see on my screen up here. But that's fairly real time, though, surprisingly.
Well, Pirate Dredger wants to know when we're going to get back in the stream. Well, I'm planning on going down to the Norris this weekend, probably Sunday. I want to throw my speed banker in there and get a good day's run out of it. See how it actually works. I've only been able to play with it for that Friday just to set it up. You know, so I'd like to get it down there and set it up and work at it.
Sooner the better, John.
Yep.
Sooner the better. That's all I can say. Now I can't get a window.
You just went off stream there for a second.
Yeah,
it's lagging a bit. My stream health is back to red because I have too many windows up at the moment.
Start closing them up. You don't need them.
I'm trying to get a chat so I could read the chat better. And it's not doing it. So I'm just going to have to do with what I got. Doggone it. Oh well. Continue.
You have a good night, David. Thanks for showing up tonight.
David, Mita, thank you. Sorry for the lagging at this time. Working on it.
Communication breakdown.
Was he sure he wants to leave right away? We're gonna be doing a giveaway.
Yeah. Don't want to miss the giveaway. And YouTube is nowhere affiliated at all with this giveaway. That's absolutely free. No purchase necessary.
Giveaway.
My
I didn't know.
legal disclosure. So, and you must be participants in the room, but doggone it. That's right. Oh man. I need that chat room up. For me to pick the name, I need that chat room up. Oh, doggone it.
We have to get back up then.
Yeah, and I can't refresh my live streaming page, or then I will go offline. Let's see if I can get it by bringing it. It's not giving me the options. Doggone.
The pleasures of live shows.
Right. Well, we could have everyone go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that way we could get a name count, because I can't bring up participants at all right now, Joesph. Because I clicked on the link to your video in my chat window, and it messed it all up. Doggone it.
And you can't refresh because you're running the stream, right?
I can't refresh my live streaming page, right, because it will cut off my live stream. Oh well, we'll do it somehow. I'll have to use a number random generator, or a random number generator, to do it instead of a name generator, because usually I could get the participants of the chat. If they chat in the room, they'll become a participant on the list, and I could copy and paste that. So
right.
For now, if I could get everyone listening to go in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, 21, and
then you get people picking the same number.
well, doggone it. Yeah, and I even went to my page that you guys are watching it from to see if I could pull the chat out of there, but it won't let me do that either. I wonder if they'll let me do this, though. Here, let's try something. Maybe I could go back in time to history. Pop out chat. No.
Planes landing?
Yeah, it sounds it.
Yankees back.
Don't look like I can do it. Doggone it. It ain't letting me. Technical difficulties, I tell you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult being technical. That's why I let you do it. And I just throw the jokes out.
There you go. Yeah. Doggone it. I hate when there's technical issues. I just don't understand. I closed it, and I just don't understand why it just won't pop out and allow me to pop out the chat again. I don't know. Oh well. We'll have to do it somehow, though. I can't even chat in the room now.
Yeah, I was having trouble with that earlier. I had to refresh.
Yeah.
Back when you guys were saying, who's Gold Miser? Who's that? And I'm like, come on, I'm trying to type. I'm like, ah. But I refreshed and I was finally able to say something.
Well, I might have it on slow mode for typing, and if you type too fast too many times in a certain amount of time,
Right.
will make it chill out for a moment. But yeah, this is really starting to irk me. And I've been refreshing this one page and it still won't do it. I can't type or nothing. We have some people typing in there, oh, we have 50 and 7. I'm 1 through 20. No, Jesse.
Oh, man.
Come on. Get you grown-ups. You grown-ups are worse than kids, I tell you.
It's all about having fun.
That it is. No, that's really bumming me out about that. For the love of Michael, I swear. I had green health for a second, too.
Jerome says if you refresh, won't the stream restart automatically?
I thought it would too.
It might, because it might. I've turned it off from my stream program before and turned it back on real quick because I've hit the stop streaming button when I thought for some reason I was hitting the transfer button. So it might. Okay, everybody, let's try it. Hang on.
Yeah, good idea, JB.
Hang on, everybody, hang on.
Hopefully we'll be right back. Here we go. Refresh. Now we're hour and 27 minutes into it. It's about commercial time, actually. Wonder if it will still show that hour mark in my broadcast, I hope. No, it's saying I'm offline. There, come on. Do it.
I know I refreshed mine a little while ago. Get a bigger area.
Yeah, but yours has nothing to do with the broadcast.
I know.
The chat's still working, I see.
Yeah.
Yep, gave me the minutes and everything. Let's see if this will work now, but I still have to go to my other page and pop it out. If you do a live stream in the near future, you'll understand what I'm saying because they have the chat right there, but in the live stream page, but it's always like clouded over now, and so I had to pop up my other page through the URL. No, and it's still doing it. Oh well, I don't know what to say.
Huh.
It's still doing it. It's being bad, 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 bad. Just the luck of the Irish, I tell you. Oh, man. So, the only thing I can think of, if everyone's be honest, honesty is a big issue, guys. You pick a number, and we go by the numbers, and that's the only solution I can come up with, unless someone else has a better idea. I show 16 in the room right now, so I could do 1 through 16, but if we don't have everybody go 1, 2, 3, 4, you know what I mean? And then we could scroll back and see, or someone could scroll back, because I can't even scroll back.
Yeah.
So, and I tried refreshing, Jaron, so that ain't working. So, well, maybe you might have to come back in the future and give away a sluice, you know?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't have clicked on your link in that link. Or in that window. I tried going back in my history, but unfortunately it wouldn't let me.
Right.
So,
Well, let's deal. Go ahead.
I was able to get, well, I didn't get JB's though. So how do you use a random generator?
well,
Because I was able to go to participants and get everybody's name. Now what do I do with it?
okay, I'll send you a link.
There you go.
I'll send you a link, Jesse. Okay, I'll have to send it through Skype.
Bob, do I need my tinfoil hat?
You might.
I got mine on.
There you go, Jesse. The link's in Skype. See it?
Yeah.
That will take you to a random name generator. You'll see a window you could put their names in. And then we can come up with the winner.
There we go.
Yay! The perseverance and ingenuity of all prospectors.
We try.
That we do.
And after this, I'll bring forward my other offer.
Okay, well, on that note, let us have a quick break for a little, well, something from one of my major contributors and patrons. We'll be right back.
Can't do it, Ed.
I am.
Well, because I'm not on my laptop.
Okay, what was that, Jesse?
Well, you said it to me on Skype, but I'm not on my Skype is not on my laptop.
Well, okay. Let me send it to you through Facebook.
Well, I got the random generator, one of them.
Well,
Let's see.
you have the names and everything, right then?
I do have that. I've got them.
Well, this you have a name, a random name generator, name picker.
Random.
I sent you another one, or I sent it through you through Facebook, but I'm closing that window right now. So, because I'm having bandwidth issues and trying, the show must go on. So,
Indeed.
you know, Josh, Joesph, you have a good radio voice. Ever thought about being a DJ, or what made you decide to make a YouTube channel?
Well, I was part of radio on the internet. It was a ministry I was part of, but ended up leaving out of that for reasons. Let's just say snakes in the grass. But anyway, ended up going into the whole prayer line thing. But yeah, I've had a lot of people say that I've got a good radio voice.
Right on. Yeah. Should ever thought about doing a podcast, live podcast on your channel?
Yeah, I have actually.
I think they're really fun. So, personally. All right, Jesse, how we doing on the names, buddy?
Not sure.
Hey, Mark.
Get them. I saved them. I copied them. I gotta get it to paste on the generator.
Now they're picking name or numbers. We're working on it. Mark, everybody, I can't type in chat now because I closed the wrong window and now I'm having issues. So, I can't type, but we have Mark, the bald one from Virginia in the house joining us now. That's right, Dick, and we are having fun. Excellent.
Absolutely.
I know
all day long.
I just wish my stream health would stay green instead of being like a Christmas tree. You know, green, red, green, red.
Yeah. Well, right now you're frozen stressed on the screen.
Yeah. Hopefully that will change. You know, if you can, even if you click on the live to have it catch up, I still look really stressed. Oh, now I'm a thinker.
So how many people do we have on right now? It doesn't seem like I got everybody.
If they're not actually participating in the chat, Jesse, I've noticed, it won't come up in chat participants.
No, they are.
Okay. But
I just wondering. Looks like.
If you see that the ones that are there and they're not on the list, I guess add them. So.
I'm almost there. I think I'm getting the hang of it now.
And I can't type in the room now to tell them, yeah, it's lagging and having stream health issues. So please bear with us if someone wants to type that in also, because I'm sure they'll see the type before they hear me.
All right, now I got everybody.
Okay, we're back to green now too, so hopefully that holds up for all my friends out there. Don't see our Aussie friend in yet. Last week we had one of our Aussie viewers in the house with us, Joesph. It's nice to know when you're worldwide.
Yes. Well, they have some gold over there.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Boy, I've seen some nuggets people holding up to their chest. I don't even know how they can hold them up.
I'd be surprised if I didn't throw away my passport if I went there, though.
Yeah, whoops, I lost
I'm
that.
trying to figure this out, guys.
Okay, it's all right. We have nothing but time.
Better than a radio face. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Jerome.
I'm getting close. I gotta add a password.
A password. If you use the one I sent you, you don't need a password.
I told you, you sent it on my phone. And I'm not on my phone.
Yeah, I heard the ding.
Well, you should add Facebook up. You should add Facebook up on your laptop. I don't know.
No.
No?
Not gonna work.
Okay, I'll see what I can do here. We're bound and determined now.
Yeah.
Jeez, for the love of Michael.
I can get it to save it on the random name picker. Right?
Right.
But I can't. Every time I try to do any more than just save it. Do I gotta download this?
Okay, here, Jesse, let's do this. What are you on that you can paste it to me? Can you do that on Facebook?
Paste what? The names?
Yeah.
No, I'm not on Facebook.
Well, it says you're on. But if you could paste it to me or email it to me so I could get it, then I could put it in mine. Because I don't have to sign up or anything.
Oh, see, now my computer's acting up. What the hell?
Oh, happens in sets of 3.
Okay.
Joesph had issues. I had issues. Now my partner in crime is having issues.
Probably the internet.
That could be. That could be.
Whatever it is, I'm getting frustrated, that's for sure.
You haven't copied anything else, so you still have the names copied.
Well, I can't even get on my Facebook, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It shows that I'm on my phone.
Right.
Well, that's my phone.
That's your phone.
Read the last comment out loud so I know how far I am behind. There you go, Yankee.
It's fine. Well, you're going to have a bit of lag for a moment because I'm back in the red. Plus the 15 to 20 seconds normal lag. Yeah, my pings are getting better, so it might be YouTube, because I know just a couple days ago, Greg Outdoor, Greg Carter's Outdoors, he was having some issues. They wouldn't even let him live stream, so, you know, it is 9:44. There could be a lot of people on, so maybe it's not all me. Maybe some of it is YouTube.
He's crazy.
Old Murphy, Jesse Murphy.
Uh,
We're having another visit from our good old buddy Murphy.
every time we get together, that's what happens.
It makes you feel like you're slept rock.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness sakes alive. Okay, we have pirate treasure, gold miser. Oh, I wish I could copy and paste those.
The pirate dredger says he's out. He doesn't want to be. He said that it's only right for some reason.
Well, that's probably because of shipping for something that big over to Scotland.
Yeah, that would be a.
Just I know when. Was it you, John, that won that gold from IPAN for gold? I think it might have been John. Either it was like John in Scotland, someone from Scotland or Ireland. Might have been Jaffe. Oh man, sometimes. But I did a giveaway, and IPAN for Gold sponsored the giveaway, and someone from the UK or Ireland won it for just a sample bag of concentrate pay dirt, or pay dirt from IPAN for Gold. Costs like $30 in shipping. So could imagine what that sluice would cost. So that's might be why he's graciously bowing out. Any luck over there, Jesse?
I think my peeps are dead. Oops.
A little feedback.
I'm gonna try to get on my phone, but I can't get participants. Damn.
Oh wait.
Nope.
All right. Excellent, Mr. John Shaw. Excellent. As in, that's a weird handle. Ass in 9. That's a funny Nick. Well, that's asinine. Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Come on, I know I can copy that. Thank you, Mr. Shaw.
Did he send you?
Yeah. Now I'm just trying to copy it from the chat and Facebook. Oh, man. Oh, gee whiz, for the love of Michael.
Oh, I still see the lucky winner Thomas in the house too. So
lucky,
he's not allowed.
Oh, he's not.
Lucky dog, lucky ducky dog, Thomas folks. Oh, gee whiz. Doggone it. I have to type a little book to John. It won't let me copy it out of the chat in Facebook. It will let me highlight it, but every time I go to right click to copy it, it won't let me. So there you go. Sorry, John. And why I'm thinking of John Shaw. He's one of our latest patrons over at Patreon, along with the Wandering Buffaloes, Kathleen Biffle, and Prospectors Radio's host and creator, Mr. Tim Grimes. Thank you very much.
Nice.
So I'm going to get off Facebook right now and head over to my Google Mail. And, the things we go through to try to give away something. Again, disclosure, YouTube has no involvement with this, and this is no way affiliated with YouTube. For the love of Michael. Okay. So what else is new in the world of prospecting and stuff?
More gold.
More gold, less
Gotta get
stress.
more gold. Got to finish this job that I'm doing for these customers. Oh boy, are they interesting! Hallelujah. Oh boy.
Well, when now that I don't have the stress of being a contractor myself, I've always found out, no matter if they're owner of a business or a homeowner, they always try and get that freebie.
Oh yeah.
And I always did a little beyond. But geez,
yeah, I do too.
some just don't know when to say enough's enough, and it's like, oh man, really? I'm gonna have to do a change order on this, and then they can get nippy and snappy and don't want to pay you. Your once beautiful job turns into like, well, there's this and that and this and that. And it's like, okay, I see how you're going to be. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not a perfect world, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, I want to get done with them so I can spend some more time on the river before it gets too cold. But hey, I might still be out there. I started in January this year, so hey, why not?
Ooh, that's too cold for me.
Yeah, I was out there breaking ice.
Well, like with me, my hands get really pained.
Yeah.
Being outside, so I just don't do it.
Right.
I mean, I'd love to, but I mean, literal pain.
Yeah.
So.
Okay,
I don't like
now,
pain that much.
Who is this open to? Joesph? Just the people in the chat? Well, I'll take me out of there.
Take me out.
Take Jesse out. Okay. Wonder if that's just a partial list.
You ever hear that before, Ed? Jesse doesn't want something free?
Yeah, I'm shocked. Oh, Alice, I'm coming. Yeah, but it's a good call, Jesse, because I was pulling myself out of there. Let's see. I don't see Dan Zoller on the list. So let's put Dan Zoller on. I can't see the chat now, but we have Bob Down East Detecting, we have Gold Miser, we have John Wolf, John, Pirate Treasury, graciously bowed out, our overseas friend, We have Randy, Scotty, Tony. We have Thomas, Lucky Dog, Ducky, Folks,
Oh no.
or Lucky Ducky Dog, Folks. We have our friend from Yankee Outdoor Adventures, Dan Zoller. Anyone else? Dick Goldsmith still chatting? Calling Dick Goldsmith, are you still in the house? Oh, we have Jurin. We have Jurin and Jaren in the house. We have... who else? I don't see Dick typing. Has Dick typed anything recently? They have to be present, right, Joesph?
Yes.
Dick's gone.
Dick's gone. Okay. Alright. Well, if that's it, then let me check one more time over here.
Verizon Wireless.
Okay. Well, I think I'm ready. Drum roll, please.
Verizon Wireless.
Oh, wow.
Lucky dog.
No,
Lucky
no,
ducky, I bet.
no, it wasn't Lucky Dog, Lucky Ducky Dog, or Lucky Dog
Verizon
Ducky.
Wireless.
Lucky Ducky Dog sounds better. No, it wasn't our good friend Thomas. Folks, it was someone, I don't know, has any gold prospecting experience at all. Wants to. We've talked about taking him. Spends a lot of time on the river.
Nice.
Yankee Outdoor Adventures.
Nice.
There you go, Yankee. So now you have a start of your arsenal. Now we gotta get you on the river.
There you go. How about that? Now he can do a video about it.
Yankee.
Way to go, Yankee. All right.
Yeah. He just typed in the room, I gotta go, guys. Have a good night. So hopefully he hears that before he does.
I don't know. It might. That might be my CPU fan.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Did you type it on here, Ed?
I can't type in the room.
Okay.
It won't let me. But yeah. Okay, sorry Dan, I know it's lagging, but I'm back in the green on stream health, so it should pick up for a little bit here. I know I'm kind of frozen right now, but I'm sorry, Dan. You're leaving right when I'm getting good stream health. Again. I think there you go.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, he says I was the winner just being in the chat room with all you fellas.
Yes, sir, Yankee. Yes, sir. Hey, when we have a guest that wants to give away something, you could have Brother Joesph. We don't pressure. You know, if that was the case, I would have pressured Mike Pong. Hey, how about giving away some banjo pans or
somebody
something?
tried.
Yeah. We shut old DD down, didn't we?
Yeah.
But,
So how will you get a hold of Yankee? You probably need his address and that.
Right. If Yankee wants to get in touch with Ed and send him the information, Ed can send it to me. But
yeah,
he was asking, what did I win? You might want to put the picture back up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Actually,
I
was planning on meeting up with Yankee tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Here, but I'll put the picture on. It should come over pretty quick. We're still in the green, so it should come over pretty quick. Come on, hurry up. Jeez, that's longer than 20 seconds. Yeah, it will get there. Or I might need to click on this. No? Now I'm trying to pay attention to the stream and see when it pops up. But you'll be getting a picture of it really soon, Yankee. Pardon me. Couldn't get to the mute in time.
That's quite all right.
But it's a really nice, made in the USA, made in Vermont by a craftsman, Prospector. It's a fluid bed type sluice. They work really good at catching the gold. I've made a couple, but if the scuttlebutt is, this one's catches a lot. I'm not gonna guarantee it catches everything, but so far tests are good, right, Joesph?
That's right. It's all, setting it up. That's important. Setting it
Oh,
up.
and now Dick Goldsmith is here. Dick, you missed it.
Well, when Yankee gets his sluice box, we'll help him set it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll have to take him to a river that can actually push that. Clear Fork could. I bet you there's spots on the Mommy that could push that.
Oh yeah, easy. They're right there at Weir Falls.
Oh yeah,
Nice falls, that'll
can work material out of the crack there on the rapids.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
That sounds good to me.
That'll be my excuse for going back.
I'm seeing you now, Dick. Next time, buddy. It's just been Yahoo-y, not Yahoo-y, but YouTube has been kind of funny. But there's your sluice right there. You can see it now. No problem. Looks like a really nice piece of equipment. Can't wait to play with one myself, Joesph.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to get this this patent taken care of, so you can.
Yeah.
Now,
so I'll get Yankee's address and I'll send it off to you.
yeah, he can email it to me tonight, Jesse. Yankee, just email me your address and I'll forward it to Joesph, since I'm connected to both of you. So
Well, I've got to refresh again. There's the picture. It just barely came up.
I know, it just came up for me too.
Yeah, I'm even having green health right now. I've been green for a bit.
I'm not able to type again.
Huh.
That's all right. That's all right, Yankee. We'll get you straightened out there, and you'll have some fun with this thing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You'll like how it works too.
Yeah,
Pardon me, Joesph?
No, that's okay. I just was going to say I can't type, so you're welcome, Patrick Moore. He said thank you within his presence.
Oh.
For some reason, I can't type again. I just refreshed, and it didn't work this time, but that's okay.
You have video of it working?
Yeah, I do. There's
okay.
There's other videos on the channel.
All right.
The newest one. Yeah.
So head over the links
Is it on the newest
below.
one? Is the newest one you just did today?
Yeah, towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I haven't gotten all the way through the video yet.
Yeah. So
I was
yeah.
watching you moving your...
So that lead... Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say, so that leads me to the other offer that I have for everybody who's still present. I've got a GoFundMe up, and of course, Ed's already mentioned that you can go to my YouTube channel, and up in the banner all the way to the right is the link to the GoFundMe, or it's just simply gofundme.com / Brother Joesph and the number 1. But anyway, anybody who can give $50 or more, you put your name in there or your nickname on the YouTube or whatever, that's fine. But in the message, there's a way to send a message in there. If you use the code word flash in your pan, we'll come back again at a later date once this patent is done, and I'll give away 2 that night and use the names of the people that gave.
It's awesome.
That's nice. That's awesome.
And it won't be this one. It'll be the one with the you're gonna like it.
It's gonna be the one that's patented and the one you're gonna be mass producing.
Right, exactly.
So help our friend out. This is a lot like a kickstart, a startup.
Yep. And also spread the word. Spread the word to other people. Tell them to do it. And get in on the game.
Yeah. We'll have to promote that in next week's show and on and on to see what we can do for your enterprise, Joesph. So
Yeah, I thank you for that.
Not a problem. And I thank you for being such a gracious guest and offering that to our viewers.
Yeah, well, I'm a cheerful giver. I love to make people happy. It's just who I am.
Well, my philosophy.
Fun than that.
Yep, that's right.
My philosophy about giving, if you don't do it cheerfully and with a pure heart, you can't expect something in return. You have to do it cheerfully and with a pure heart. If you don't, it's futile. It's worthless. That's right. So, I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the opportunity to do so. I'm the one that gets joy out of this. I love it.
Then it's a win-win situation. Win-win-win.
That's right. That's right.
We win, you win, they win. No.
That's right.
How can you not like that, huh?
That's right.
Well, we're heading over 2 hours. I know it's late. It's 10 o'clock. I know you, Joesph, or like me, we both wake up early. I know Jesse ain't gonna go to bed until tomorrow morning, sometime. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I wake up early.
He's been
I
sick.
just go back to bed. My wife wakes me up, give me a kiss goodbye, and I go back to bed. My granddaughter goes to the school, and I hear her go out the door, and I go back to bed.
Yeah. You're welcome, Thomas. I still can't type in the chat room, so.
And neither
I
can I.
was typing, huh? Did you lose your chat box or what?
No, it's still there. I just can't type, and I refreshed. Let me try it again.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I have refreshed, and done everything I could, and it just won't let me for some reason. And for the
There
love
we
of
go.
Michael, oh, excellent.
Of course, it's been a couple times tonight when I've been sitting here yakking away and I haven't eaten.
There we go. It worked that time.
Yeah, I got it now.
Well, I'm
But yeah, it's after 10 o'clock here, guys, and I'm sure, Ed, you got more stuff you got to do before you go to bed.
Yeah, I still haven't eaten dinner yet.
yeah. Tuesday nights are busy for me. To get this posted the way I want to on YouTube, I still have to wait till it renders, and
Yeah.
then I do other stuff and make my thumbnail and blah blah blah, a bunch of boring stuff, so I can get it up in public for people who weren't here to join us tonight, and that sucks. It still won't let me have chat or nothing.
Yeah.
In future, don't click on any links in my pop-out chat window, Ed.
See, I was able to teach you something today.
Yeah, I did learn a lesson tonight. I guess you can teach an old dog something, huh?
That's for sure. We learn until we die.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'd like to thank you again for being on our show, Joesph. It was a pleasure having you, and thank you for your generosity again. And
You're welcome.
I know you'll be on in the future. We'll make plans for when, you're welcome anytime.
All right. Well, I appreciate that.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure talking to you tonight.
Great. You as well.
Things.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get together one of these days. We'll do some dredging or some gold prospecting.
That would be fun.
Well,
That would be fun.
I know Lowell, Mass is only like a 12-hour drive, and Killington, Vermont area, Burlington, Vermont area. What's that?
Burlington's further up than I am.
Okay, now how far are you from
just
the
think that's
Lowell
far.
area? So it
Probably about 2 hours.
okay, so you're looking
Maybe.
at a 14, 15-hour drive. That ain't too bad.
Yeah.
Driven further.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, I might be
Get up
getting
that
in
way,
good.
we
Might be getting
Get up
in
that
good.
way, we might check out Rob.
Yeah.
well, yeah, he's in Maine now. What were you saying, Joseph?
Yeah. The sheriff. He has a house. He's the actual sheriff, not a deputy now. He has a house right nearby, so he knows who we are down there. I mean, my vehicle's there all the time, so he knows who we
Right.
are. One day I was the way I have to go past where I park and then do a turnaround on a one-way street, and so I see this truck behind me, and it's like, okay, I've either got to pull off the side of the road when I get down here past the bridge, if there's no vehicle there, or I've got to gun it to get ahead of him. Well, there was a vehicle in the spot where I could pull off, so I gunned it, and I got way ahead of this person. My van's got some snap. It's got a 350 in it. It's a work van, but it goes.
Right.
And so I pulled in there and turned around really quick, and as I'm turning around, I see the directional. I see this guy looking at me. I'm like, oh, good Lord, it's the sheriff. I didn't even know it was him, so I just kind of smiled and waved. Well, about 2-3 weeks later, he pulled up and he says, "You having any luck down there?" Well, come to find out, he and his wife have an interest, so I invited him down. So I might get in good with the sheriff and tell him to barricade off the area because we're going to have some dredging going on.
Always good to get in good with the sheriff.
Well,
Yes, it is.
if he's a sheriff and like the federal agency comes in, he has the power
Yes, he
to
does.
not let him have any type of authority in his county.
Yep,
So-
that's right.
that could be a very useful thing.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Excellent. Well, I hate to do it to you and pull a plug on tonight's show. Like I said, I've really enjoyed it, but I have a lot to do still. You have to eat dinner still.
Yeah.
And I know you're a contractor and probably still have to do some paperwork or something. Who knows?
No, I drew up something earlier, and they're going to be paying me more if they don't knock off their nonsense.
Is it like, you start doing one thing, then they change their mind and redo it? Oh no, that don't look good. Tear that down and do this.
No. It's one of those deals where it took them forever to choose colors, and when they finally did, I'm talking like 2 months. When they finally
Wow.
did, the husband sends me an email and says, "Okay, we're going to go with this color." So I go and I get the color. Now, as you know, probably pretty much everybody here knows, when you have paint tinted at a store, you cannot return it.
Right.
So I get an email in my email from the wife who says, "Okay, final decision on color." I'm like,
Wait,
excuse me?
you already did that.
Yeah, so you owe me this much money for a 5-gallon bucket of paint, and you need to send the check to me because I don't have funds right now. And so then she shows up here, and I wasn't here. I was at the river. And then she sends me an email and calls, and I get home, and Mary tells me, "Oh, she called today." And I said, "What did she want?" "Well, she said when you get there, she can give you the check." I'm like, "You got to be kidding me." I told her in the email that you need to send the check. So I called her and she's like, "Oh, I need to send the check?" I'm like, "Yeah, you do." So I'm talking, these people are out there, and they're the ones that have dragged this out and brought me to this point where I'm here working now, and now they're giving me a hard time because there's days of rain. And
Right.
it's like,
That's all your
excuse me,
fault.
Yeah, you're the ones that dragged this out. I'm not the weatherman here.
Right. Well, I can empathize with you, my friend.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that.
Yep. So I drew up a waiver today. I said, you can either sign this or you can sign this. Either way, I win. So.
All right. Yes, I know that feeling too.
Yep.
I have that going on here at home.
Yeah.
And dealing with your wife, huh, buddy?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, guys, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've about covered everything for now. And thank you very much again, Joesph.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody
Thank you,
who's
Paul.
left here in the show. Thank you very much for joining us. And I think we're out of here, aren't we, guys?
Yeah.
I think so. You just gotta say your tagline. We can go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
May you always have a flash in your pan.
And you know what he says.
Maybe one day, too, we'll see you on the river. Good night,
Take care.
everybody.
Take care.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.